And welcome back to the Complete Idiot's Guide to Stationeers for what is, I suppose, episode 3. Last one being 2.5. Okay, I went out and did some mining. I actually found some silver. It took a long time, so you should be quite grateful that I didn't try and stream it or record it and subject you to it. Now, in the process, I have almost run out of the jetpack fuel. So I do need to fill it up. I've put a bunch more water ice into the ice crusher. So I do have a lot more nitrogen in the base now. One thing I thought of is potentially setting up an atmospherics just to fill the thing up with nitrogen. But to be honest, that is going to use more power and take longer than what I would actually like to spend at this point. So I'm just going to go with the emergency source, which is using the gas that I already have from the furnace. It's going to be way too hot, but as I'm not going to be using it indoors, I'm not too worried about it. So I've printed up the basics of what I need. Let's see, I think I have enough of this pipe. So all we're going to do is we're going to extend this along to there. Yeah, that should give me room to put in the pressure regulator, like so. And then from here on, we can just use the regular. So what I will do is, actually no, let's just go with a bit of a funky design. Put one of them. No. It's always easier to place the canister holder when you've got something in its place. There we go. Just like that. And yes. Ta-da! I kind of don't like it when these are upside down. Yes, I know my jetpack's low. Nagging lady. It's almost like being married. Well, don't tell my wife I said that. You may have noticed when I'm doing cabling like this, rather than put the last one down and then fumble around with directions, what I do is place it one above, select the joint that I want, get it into the right orientation, drop it down, place it. I just found that saves time. You can rotate directly with the insert, delete, page up, page down, home and end keys on the keyboard. But to be honest, I have no chance of remembering which one does what. So I just end up spamming the C button. Oh, and of course this thing's out of battery, I'm assuming. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to have to print up some more batteries as well as part of this, but for now, we're okay. So I'm just going to set this to 6,000 should be fine. Tanks burst at 10. Turn it on. So this will give a fair bit of buffer. So let's put this away. Drag this into here.
Jetpack critical.
And now when you point at it, it'll actually tell you what the pressure is. Okay, that's cool. I can turn that off. Of course, I say it's cool. It really isn't. It's actually going to be quite hot. 600 degrees. That's fine. It will only cool down. And for jetpack use, it's perfectly acceptable. Unless you're in a base. If you're in a base with atmosphere, you really don't want to be blasting 600 degree gas around, especially when it's full of pollutants and volatiles and God knows what else. Hijinks will ensue. Anyway, so of the mining that I did, I picked up some more iron. I got some silver, so I can make some electrum. A bit more copper. To be honest, I need a load more iron, but for what I have right now, this will be fine. And yeah. All right, so electrum. How hot is our thing? Now, electrum, if we remember, is, I think, any temperature but 2.4 megapascals. So at least 800 and up to 2.4. But any temperature above 600 Kelvin is fine. 100,000 Kelvin is, well, hot enough to melt the sun, I would imagine. All right, so we're going to need a load of electrum. So temperature-wise, we're okay. Pressure-wise, we are way too high. Now, silver and gold will both burn with volatiles. So I want to check and see, first of all, if I have any volatiles in there. I don't. That's good. So I will lower the pressure in there a little, because I'm going to make a big load of electrum, probably 400. All right, whilst that is doing its business, let's pick up a couple of silver. Yeah, we're cooling down quite a bit. Oh geez, do I have enough gold? Yeah. Oh. Pick it up, Barry. Actually, I thought I had more gold than I did. Okay, so we are too cold and too high pressure. So I'm going to get the pressure way down, and I'm just going to add I'm going to add literally one volatile, because I would imagine there's a lot of oxygen and nitrous oxide in there. So yeah, we're going to be in an oxygen-rich environment. So where did I pull my volatiles? There they are. Right. So it gets the temperature right up. We just have to keep on evacuating pressure. Really need to make this platform bigger. I keep falling off the end of it. And there we go. Alright, so let's see. I've got one silver left. Yeah. We're doing temperature-wise. Woo. Right, I'm just going to do some more iron. Okay, we should still be oxygen rich. Oh, great. Where's the sun? Okay, if you are like this, like when the system detects that you're in sunlight, even on vacuum world, it will melt the ice in your hands. The way you deal with that, go in your airlock. Oops, let's do this. Split one, now it's in my hand, it'll stay there. Drag it into your tool belt. Go back outside. And then using the mouse and the Alt key, you can Alt drag it in there without a risk of it melting. There we go. And I'll also do a load of copper. And these I'll just do in 50s. Yeah, I should have picked up some gold while I was out. I've got a partial stack. But, yeah, it's all. Well, that's fine. I'll just throw that in there. Okay, so that'll give us enough of the basics to be getting on with things. Next thing is going to be to get the grow light set up. I mean, I could have just plugged it in and turned it on manually, but I wanted to get it done automatically as best as I can. So for that, we're going to be doing a little bit of IC coding, but don't worry, it's not that scary. Go over there. I think I might have enough stuff. So we want, all right, so steel, right, gold, solder. Oh, that wasn't solder. That's the solder. Okay, what else do I need? Steel. Okay, so give me one of them. I'm also going to want the housing. That's going to need some copper. And normally I'd print up the laptop, but for this I think I may use the or make a printer. A proper computer, because I'm going to need that for trading anyway. Want to get some tomatoes. So let's see. Motherboard. We want the IC editor. At least I'll check out and see what the relevant relative costs are. I seem to remember the laptop is pricey, and it may even be a tier 2 printer thing. And to be honest, we could do the tier 2 printers now. We've got the Invar and the Electrum and the Constantan. Actually, whilst that's in progress, I can get the light hooked up to power. Tempted to use the jetpack, but I mustn't. Yay! We have light. Okay, so let's check out the laptop. Not available. So I need a computer anyway, so might as well print that up. And I think we'll put the IC housing over here, and well, the computer can live anywhere. It will just be a temporary thing for it. As long as it's on the same network, then it will be visible. Right, so we'll put the housing there. Insert the chip. Might as well do the cabling. Excellent. Really doesn't matter where it goes. There's as good a place as any. Screwdriver to finish it. Did I not do the motherboard? I didn't do the motherboard. Okay, so it sees the IC housing onto programming. So we're going to be accessing that sensor and this grow light. We only have one of each. It'd be a quite easy thing to do it via pins, but I prefer not to.